Hey guys, what's up? Well, I'm back with a new video, and yeah, just a little thing. A lot of people have been asking, where's your next review? Well, in 3 weeks, something like that, I've been working as shit with my Avatar review, and that review is not going anywhere. I just gonna cancel it. So I'm working on a review of Pulp Fiction, which I'm working on right now, and it will come, of course, I promise. And yeah, and when I got time, I'd probably do some short videos, maybe top 10 or DVD updates, you know, those kind of stuff. So today I thought we should doing my top 5 favorite Jack Nicholson films. Jack Nicholson is definitely my favorite actor. He's on number 1. And today I want to do my top 5 favorite films. Why not top 10? Well, I don't have every single movies. I have those most famous ones. So yeah, let's begin. Number 5. It's a sequel to a really good movie, but we'll get to that later. And number 5 is Two Jakes. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people comparing this with the original first film, which I think is completely wrong, because this movie is a pretty good one, and Jack Nicholson does his usual great performance. I mean, there's just, yeah, it's like people when there's a sequel to original, and the sequel is not as perfect as the first one, then the sequel is shit. You know, I think that's completely wrong, because, you know, if I go to a trailer on YouTube of this movie, and I see the comments and everybody say, that movie was shitty and all that, to be honest, I love this movie. I thought this was a great movie. Yeah, I thought it was a really good movie, and Jack Nicholson directed it also, and yeah, he could be a really good director if he continued with that. And a lot of people have been talking about a third movie. If that happens, I would, of course, see it. I think Jack Nicholson plays a great character in this one and the first one, which is the same character, of course. And yeah, he always plays great characters. So yeah, pretty good movie in my opinion. Number 4, this is probably one of my number 4 is Batman. Yeah, Tim Burton's one. Jack Nicholson, he plays the Joker. And the Joker is one of the best villains in superhero movies ever. And when I say Joker, I don't mean just Jack Nicholson Joker. I mean the Heath Ledger Joker and Cesar Romero. You know, all those are great, and all the actors who play Joker is great Jokers. You know, you gotta be a talented actor to play Joker, because you gotta be crazy. And Jack Nicholson, well, if you've seen one of his previous movies, you know that he can play crazy. And this is probably one of his perfect roles ever. He really nailed that part. Probably, yeah, it's probably my number 1 favorite Joker, but I really do like Heath Ledger, and I really do like Cesar Romero. So I really can't compare them. I just love all those 3. And if you want to go further, you can also include Mark Hamill, who did the voice on the Batman the Animated Series on Joker, which is just amazing voice acting. I don't know if you've seen the series, but that voice acting is just incredible. And if you don't know who Mark Hamill is, then go see the original Star Wars trilogy. Mark Hamill plays Luke Skywalker. So yeah, so I really don't want to compare any Jokers, but I definitely highly recommend this movie. If you like Jack Nicholson movies, then I highly recommend this movie because he does a great performance. On number 3, there's also one he plays crazy. The Shining. Oh yes, my number 1 favorite horror movie. Jack Nicholson, he plays a really crazy guy. And I think a lot of people have seen this movie. It's pretty famous, so I think a lot of people have seen this. A lot. Because it's a famous movie, and Jack Nicholson, like many people say this is his best role. Yeah, it is one of, but not its number 1. I think almost all of his acting is, one of the best. I really don't like to say the number 1 best. I like to say one of. So this is definitely one of the best. So check the movie out, Shining. Really good movie. On number 2, this movie was great. Definitely up in my favorite movies. It's Chinatown. I mean, he won an Oscar for this, and that really says something because he did a great acting in this movie. It had a really good story, and the acting was incredible of all of them, and it was pretty suspenseful, and I really liked the ending in a way. A lot of people didn't like the ending, but I really did. Yeah, it was just a great movie. I really love this movie. So yeah. So here comes number 1. And I think you know what it is. Because I know a lot of people who is into movies. They have seen this movie and they love it. Are you ready? Yeah, whatever, you know it. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yes, this movie is definitely up in my favorite movies of all time, and this movie is incredible. Just fantastic, amazing, just everything. It's a really sad ending, I can say. Jack Nicholson, great acting. Seriously. I mean, I would say the whole cast was just amazing. You got... Yeah, I don't know every single name of the actors there, but the woman who played... let's see, Louise Fletcher. Yeah, she played Nurse Ratched. She's a really asshole, and she did a great acting. She won for best actress, and Jack Nicholson won for best actor. She did just a great. I really hated her. She did, you gotta do some talent if you gotta make people hate her. And she was such an asshole. I just want to go into the movie, come with a shotgun and just shoot her in the head, and all the blood just splatter all over the place, or just torture her. Yeah, I really hated her. So she did a great acting, because you gotta do a lot of good acting if you're gonna make the viewers hate her really much that you want to kill her. So yeah, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I mean, the whole cast was excellent, great story, and yeah, I really don't have much more to say. It's just an amazing film. So yeah, that was my top 5 favorite Jack Nicholson movies. Remember, he is my number 1 favorite actor, and I love all of his movies. Same if it's the worst movie ever made, I still love him. I still love the movie because it's Jack Nicholson. Seriously. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Comment, and I want to know your favorites. So yeah, goodbye.